Hey y'all, so this vlog today is about the benefits of having children early and getting married early. Okay, so I'm super excited to talk about this one because it fits me. Okay, all right. But before I start, make sure that you like this video, subscribe, and or you can share it so that other people can hear my experience and take what they can out of it and pass it on to someone else. So I had my children, I had 3 children before the age of 22. My first one, well, no, before the age of 23. My first one was at 16 and my second one was at 19 or 20 and my third one was at 22. So approximately every 3 years I pushed out a child, and I do not regret it at all. Now at the time 16 and pregnant, yes, that was me. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how this whole thing would turn out. I just didn't know. Like, I didn't know. Like, I literally didn't know. But what I knew was I'm in this. I'm not quitting. This is my child. This is a part of me. This is where I'm supposed to be at this point, and I am going to seize the moment. Okay? So the benefits to having your children early, even though early isn't technically the word that I would like to choose, because society puts pressure on when people should or shouldn't accomplish or experience things in life, and I'm not cool with that. Let people live the life that they choose to live without all of that added pressure and expectations from you and from people who you don't even know. But anyway, so one of the benefits for me has been I was able to push out my children before the age of 23 and still have so much time to get my body back in shape, to get my mind back in shape. Like, you just have so much time to just snap back. Okay? Like, picture this. If you have a child at, let's say, 45, your time is almost up. Like, you're not going to have that much time to recuperate because you're 45. And if you live in America, there's an 8 out of 10% chance that you are unhealthy, you don't recover fast, you work a stressful job, and you just don't have the time to really spend towards recuperating, okay? But that was one of the benefits. The next one is that I get to grow up with my children. Like, I literally have been growing up with my children. Like, I was a child who had children. Kids having kids, children having children, babies having babies. That was me, and it is me. And I have the opportunity to grow up with them. Like, literally. Like, we both kids for real. Like, we both children, y'all. Like, look. I might be the parent in the house, but deep down inside somewhere, I'm still the child. I'm still the student. So that is one of the perks of having your children early, is you grow up with them. So you are more prone to being more active with them, being able to enjoy the same things that they enjoy. Like, look, for example, like, no lie, like, me and my children, like, we like SpongeBob, we like Hey Arnold, we like Cat Dog, we like the freaking Cheetah Girls. Like, we be kind of looking at the same stuff on TV. And at some point, I be like, are these my sisters and brothers? Because we be literally sitting there, lady, what are you doing? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to turn into Trader Joe's, and this lady act like she couldn't leave me no room to turn. But yeah, like, look, we be watching the same thing. Like, we be cracking up at SpongeBob. Cause SpongeBob, y'all, I don't know if all of y'all are aware, but SpongeBob been out, I want to say, since the 90s. Okay, SpongeBob, he's been pulling through, and that is one of the perks that you will also have, is that you get to grow up with them, some of the same interests, activities that all of y'all can do together, you will be able to do when you have the children young. Let me think of another perk. Oh, another perk. Oh God. Now me and my husband try to not try, because that's not a good word, but me and my husband, we don't want to push this, because our elders tell us all the time, cherish these times. These precious times won't be here forever. Your children grow up fast, da 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 da. But we be thinking about when we turn 40, and our last child would be, I want to say 18. Y'all, he gonna be 18 when I turn 40. My last child will be 18. Can y'all believe? Like, can y'all imagine that? Imagine it. Go ahead, close your eyes and imagine it. Our oldest will be, okay, if I'm 40, I had her at 16, she'll be 24. She'll be 24. People gonna look at me and say, is that your sister? They gonna look at her and say, is that your sister? I'm gonna be like, nope, I'm her mother. But yeah, so that is that's the third perk, okay, is you would be able to have so much time once your children are of age to take care of themselves. You will still have so much time to live and to rekindle that spark within you without being a mom 24/7. Now, I'm not saying, okay, well, once they get 18, that's on them, kick them out. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is our responsibilities will change, and we will still be 40, and I'm still gonna be looking good. I don't know about y'all. Look, I don't know about y'all, but when I turn 40, I'm still gonna be looking good. Now, I look good now, okay? I look good now, but when I turn 40, oh God, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But anyway, let's recap those 3 perks real quick before I go on to the perks of being married at an early age. So the first perk is you get to push out all of your children early and get them out the way. Push them out and get them out the way and begin the parenthood. The second perk was you get to grow up with them, literally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. You get to grow up with your child, okay? The third perk is when you get 40 or whatever age, you will still have so much time to live life as the individual and not as the parent 24/7. You will still have so much time to re-spark that spark within you that you may have been putting aside through the growing stages of being a mom or a father. Now you have that time to switch that hat, take off the parent hat, and put on the hat of self, the hat of me, the hat of do whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's it for the perks of having children early. Now the perks of being married early. Okay, so I'm not going to be too long, because for one, I'm sitting outside the car. I got to go to Trader Joe's because today is my son's birthday. But anyway, so like I said, I was married at 22. I was married to what some people will call a high school sweetheart. I don't call him my high school sweetheart because we went through some stuff, okay? But that's been my partner, that's been my friend, that's been my homie. Well, no, because sometimes he's not my friend. Let's be real, people who are in committed relationships, sometimes that partner is not your friend. Some days they are, some days they're not. So, but yeah, we've been in relations since the 9th grade for me. He was in the 10th grade. We got married at 22, and before we got married, it definitely felt scary. It felt like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing? Like, is this going to be it? Because I told myself, and this is the power of speaking to, look, this is the power of speaking and just having that confirmation, like, within, like, this is my choice. This is what aligns with my spirit, with my mind, with my soul, and things will click. Okay, I told myself that when I get married, I'm not getting married again. So at 22, I had to know that this was it, that he was the one, because I'm not going through divorce, finding a new spouse, or just being alone. I'm not saying that to come at people who have experienced those things, but I know for me, in my heart, I just couldn't. Like, oh my God, like, I just couldn't think of that. Like, I could not experience that in this lifetime. Who knows? Maybe in a past life I went through all that, and now in this current time I'm like, look, I ain't going through that no more, because I've been through that before. All right, but I knew at 22, look, when I signed those papers, homie, that would be the last paper that I signed. Okay, so we got to make this work. Through all of my pettiness, my immaturity, my smart mouth, through all of my luggage that I sometimes carry, well, sometimes show and sometimes don't, he gonna have to help me through it, hold my hand, and we gonna have to walk this walk together. And the same for me, I'm gonna have to help him through it, hold his hand, and we gotta walk this walk together, because I'm not leaving this relationship. You ain't getting no divorce, I ain't getting no divorce, so we just gonna have to go through it. Yeah, and like I said that with an attitude, like, we ain't doing that. Like, I'm not doing it. But yeah, so we got married at 22. One of the I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. It was a little intimidating, because I was like, all right, D, this is it. But we've been married so far. When did we get married? Oh my gosh, okay, in 2016. Y'all, I be feeling bad now, because before, at the beginning of our relationship, I was the one that had all the dates, all the times, all the places in the back of my mind. Like, this is what happened here, this is what time it was, this is da da da. But now I be like, wait, when did we get married? Wait, when were the kids born? Wait, what is my social security? Like, I be literally forgetting, like, oh my gosh, like, for so long, I pounded him, like, yo, you don't even remember, like, you supposed to, like, you're their father, you're their husband, like, why don't you know when they were born? Like, I used to be pressuring him, but now I'm like, dang, like, look at me, like, I'm their mom, and like, I don't even be knowing sometimes. But yeah, so we've been married for 4 years. It's going on 5. It is going on 5. And one of the perks, let's just get into it because I've been talking. One of the perks of getting married early is one, and this is kind of like the perk with having children early. You grow with them. You grow with them. Like, I've been with him since I was 14. Yes. And from 14 to 26, we've grown. If you don't see it, then maybe you ain't looking, because we've grown, okay? We have grown together, and we've grown personally, individually. And that's the beautiful thing. You literally can grow with the person. Now, I'm not saying that it's all peaches and cream, like, oh, yeah, we get to grow together, ha, ha. No. You gonna grow together. You gonna cry together. You gonna hurt together. You gonna be angry together. You are gonna be happy together. You are gonna be on cloud 9 together. You are going to be together through it all. And that's one of the perks. Like, that's the beauty of it, to know I have somebody who, they're not going nowhere. They're with me, and they want to help me, and they want what is best for me. Like, that's just like, that's kind of like your yin and the yang. It's kind of like y'all both in it together. Y'all both play a part. Y'all both may not be exactly the same, but when y'all come together, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So that's one of the perks, is that you grow together, okay? Another perk of getting married early, in my opinion, I think that you are more open to things. Like, you're more open to trying new things, going new places, expanding your consciousness, your perspective, because you haven't been through this world for 40 something years, and then now you decide to come to a partnership with someone. No, we've been together since teens, so our perspectives and our minds and our outlooks were still able to be expanded without that, I call it like that old person mindset, where they're so old and well, not old, but they are so stuck in their ways that they're not open to change, and they ain't trying to change, and they're not asking for change. Yeah, so that is one of the perks too, is that, or in my experience, you're more open to things than what you may be if you decide to marry at 35 or 45 or 55. Okay, you're more open, so you can experience more things together and just expand within and externally together. So that would be my second perk. And my third perk, I mean, I'm like really trying to push at this point, because I don't really have a third perk for real, but my third perk would just be, if I had a third perk for being married early, you have a partner. You have someone who's there, someone who is next to you, side by side, through thick and thin, through it all. Like, it's kind of like you have, yeah, like, it is a life partner. It's someone who is going to be there to help you through every step of the way. Like, what more can you ask for? Like Like, like that's a cherry on top. Like, what? For real? Like, I can count on you, like, forever. Like, y'all, forever. Like, for the rest of my life, like, I can count on you. Like, you can count on me for, like, the rest of your life. That's dope. Like, that's it. So, I hope that all of y'all enjoyed this clip. I was on here for longer than what I expected, but needless to say, it was supposed to be said. It's for somebody out there, because I know that when Spirit tells me to speak about something, it's for somebody out there. So I'm happy that you are looking at this video, chew the meat and spit out the bones, what people would say, and share this with someone else. Love y'all.